Welcome to SVR IAS Academy. ComeOnIndia.com is our website. In this current affairs online video lecture, we will discuss about multi-drug resistant tuberculosis and its emergence in India and how it poses challenges and what is the role of gene expert tuberculosis test in diagnosing the multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. Before going into the detail about multi-drug resistant tuberculosis in India, first understand what is multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. When tuberculosis bacteria infects a person, especially the lungs, tuberculosis develops and doctors will give antimicrobial drugs, mainly isoniazid and rifampicin, to treat the tuberculosis. If the bacteria develops resistance against at least two important anti-tubercular drugs like isoniazid and rifampicin, then the tuberculosis bacteria can be called as multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. So we can define multi-drug tuberculosis as a tuberculosis that does not respond to at least isoniazid and rifampicin. These two are the most powerful anti-tubercular drugs. What are all the reasons for the emergence of multi-drug resistant tuberculosis? You might have some knowledge about tuberculosis treatment. Whenever tuberculosis affects any person, 6-month drug regime should be given. So for 6 months, drugs will be given for the patient affected by tuberculosis, and Government of India launched many initiatives like DOTS Plus and other initiatives like National Tuberculosis Control Program and so on. About these, some topics that we already covered, remaining topics we will cover in our respective sections in mains and prelims videos. Multi-drug resistant tuberculosis develops when the person is not taking 6 months treatment, and if inappropriate antimicrobial drugs are used or poor quality medicines are used, or if medicines which are stored in the bad conditions are used, then tuberculosis bacteria will not respond and multi-drug resistant tuberculosis will emerge. Mumbai is considered as tuberculosis capital of India. It's an important point. Mumbai is considered as tuberculosis capital of India because Mumbai has a population of 1.3 crore. Out of that, every year 27,000 tuberculosis cases are reported. Even last year, out of 27,000 tuberculosis cases, 3,300 cases were multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. So in Mumbai, out of total tuberculosis cases, emergence of multi-drug resistant tuberculosis is pegged at 8 to 9%. So out of total tuberculosis cases, the percentage of emergence of multi-drug resistant tuberculosis is around 8 to 9%. But in rest of the India, multi-drug resistance in the new tuberculosis cases is about 2%. Now let's move to the Sikkim. Sikkim is a small state. It is bordered on three sides by three countries. On the western side, it is bordered by Nepal, and the northern side, it is bordered by Tibet, which is a part of China, and on the eastern side, Sikkim is bordered by Bhutan, and on the southern side, it is bordered by another state of West Bengal. Sikkim has population of more than 6 lakhs. Sikkim has population of about 6 lakhs, and last year 2000 cases of tuberculosis were reported. Out of that, 200 cases are multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. So the ratio between emergence of multi-drug resistant tuberculosis out of total tuberculosis cases is around 10% in Sikkim. So number of cases is less because of low population, but percentage wise Mumbai and Sikkim stands equal. It is one of the major finding by Indian Council of Medical Research. Health experts are surprised how Sikkim may get higher percentage of emergence of multi-drug resistant tuberculosis, because Mumbai is a port city and where 1.3 crore people live in a congested slums and apartments, whereas Sikkim has low population. Sikkim has higher level of literacy. Around its literacy rate is about 81.42% according to the 2011 census. According to the medical experts, 70% of the cases reported in Sikkim belongs to Beijing strains. So the tuberculosis bacteria belongs to Beijing strain. It means the bacteria originated in Beijing and spread all over the China and northeastern region. Entire China and Tibet is also affected by Beijing strain of tuberculosis bacteria. Beijing strain is considered as more virulent and it has the higher tendency to develop resistance. So Beijing strain has the higher capacity to develop resistance against antimicrobial drugs, especially against isoniazid and rifampicin. Gene expert test also came in the news because it is the latest test to detect the tuberculosis easily. Earlier, blood test has been used to diagnose tuberculosis. It has many drawbacks, like it shows higher number of false positives, and the recent gene expert technology solves the problem. Especially it is more useful in diagnosing the multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. So in this background, prepare thoroughly on the tuberculosis, especially the multi-drug resistant tuberculosis, and comparing the Mumbai with the Sikkim and reasons for the emergence of multi-drug resistant tuberculosis and what we need to do and so on. Thank you for watching this video lecture and all the best for your IAS exam preparation.